Hello everybody and welcome to Parks Bros. It's Drew here, and we are back with another West Coast Racers construction update from Six Flags Magic Mountain. Now this was filmed by our good buddy John. You can check out his Instagram down in the description below, but there is a lot to cover. While I was gone on vacation for the past 5 days, they've added in a lot of new track as well as many new supports, which is great news. You can actually see the main pieces of track that they added in lead into that final inversion on the yellow side. We're getting a great look of that underneath the Spaghetti Bowl section. It's a nice right-hand turn into a little ejector pop of airtime into that final inversion. Here's a close-up look of that right now, and it looks crazy with all the support surrounding it, and I can't wait to see more of that track put into the Spaghetti Bowl section, because that is really going to be some of the last track pieces we see on this ride. You'll see a little later on in this video what pieces of track have been added in besides that, and it's really quite exciting. We're getting to the final stretch of the track being put in right now, and it's awesome to see. But here's just another look of the Spaghetti Bowl section from overhead on that outlook on the pathway up to Ninja and Superman. But everything is looking fantastic. You can see that giant support right there on the left-hand side, which is actually for the dueling corkscrew inversions, which is probably going to be the last pieces of track that we'll see on the ride. That, or potentially right at the bottom of your screen right there, next to where that track is being held before it's put on, is where the final brake runs are. That might be the final pieces of track, but we'll just have to wait and see for that. We're just kind of speculating at this point what the last pieces of track will be. It wouldn't surprise me if it's actually the dueling corkscrews. I think that's the most likely option, but we'll just have to wait and see for that, obviously. But everything is looking fantastic, and it's looking a heck of a lot more complete as of now, and I can't wait to see even more of the track fitting into those supports for the Spaghetti Bowl section. It should look immaculate and just kind of hectic but amazing at the same time, so I'm really excited for that. But here's the big thing today: the stall, the Top Gun stall, has been put in, as well as all of the track leading into the second and fourth launches. So this is fantastic news. All of the track work and support work looks to be done on that side of the coaster, so now all we have to worry about is the Spaghetti Bowl, as well as those two corkscrews, as well as just the brake run track as well. So this is fantastic news. You can see more of the track waiting to be put up on the kind of center left side of the screen right there. But it's amazing the fact that they have gotten the Top Gun stall supports as well as the track all leading into the second and fourth launches done in the past 5 or 6 days or so. But I will say that white side track right there leading into the second launch looks like it might give a nice pop of airtime, and I can't wait for that, as well as a Top Gun stall is always an amazing element. I mean, technically there's only one in the world, and it's on Twisted Colossus, and that is probably my favorite element on the coaster, so I can't wait to experience that on West Coast Racers. But you can actually see one of the workers, or two of the workers, actually on a cherry picker checking out some of the connections on the high five pieces of track as well as the supports, probably just making sure everything's good up there or something like that. I'm not entirely sure why they're up there, but probably just doing some double or even triple checks on that section of the ride, especially since you've added a bunch of new metal onto that side of the coaster. It might have maybe had some different flexing, just because that's how metal works, especially out in the hot sun. Metal does actually kind of change size just a tiny bit, and that leads to the reasons why some coasters can't be open in extreme heat or extreme cold. So that's just because the track will actually move just a tiny bit in a way that it might not be the best conditions for the rides to run. But all we have left to put in is the track, really, for the Spaghetti Bowl. Possibly some new supports as well. I'm pretty sure there should be at least some supports for the Spaghetti Bowl that they have not yet put in. But still, we are really getting to the home stretch of the vertical construction of the coaster itself, and hopefully soon after the vertical construction of the coaster is done, we will see some verticality coming to the station building, as well as that gift shop that will be right next door. And I'm so psyched to see everything being built up this quickly, and I can't wait to see all of the coaster finished up and ready to go for testing, and hopefully we'll end up seeing that before the end of August, at least the completion of all the track work as well as support work, but you never know what will happen by that time. That's still a 4-week period where they could get a heck of a lot done. So we'll just have to wait and see when they end up finishing everything track work wise and support work wise. But hopefully we'll be seeing some tests for this ride by September. And I really can't wait to see everything finished up. But in the meantime, get a great look at that ejector pop on the yellow side right there, as well as another angle of that Top Gun stall, as well as the first and third launches, which that whole track section right there is amazing, especially on Ninja. If you ride Ninja, you get really close to that track and it's a really cool vantage point. But here is a great look of one of probably the biggest pops of airtime on the ride on that white side right there leading into the second launch. That should be a fantastic element, and I can't wait to ride that. And honestly, the more and more I look at this coaster in person as well as on video, I think I will probably prefer the white side to the yellow, but we'll just have to wait and see until I ride this thing. But let me know, which side do you think you'll prefer? Will you like the white side better or the yellow side better? Let me know. I'm really interested. I am a team blue on Twisted Colossus personally, but I love the green side very much so, but blue just takes that edge for me. So hopefully we'll see some interesting discussion on whether you guys like the white or yellow side on West Coast Racers as well, and I'm very interested to see your thoughts on why, but as of right now, I think I'm probably team lap 1, as I'll probably call it, because to add into the vein of this being a racing coaster, you are getting 2 laps on the track. And if you didn't know, the first lap is on the white track and the second lap is on the yellow. So as you can see, some more support structure has been put up as well, and everything is looking fantastic, and I can't wait to go see it in person. Here is a fantastic vantage point though. Just seeing that turn into the fourth launch, especially for the yellow track, and also seeing how low the white track gets over there after the Top Gun stall. But it looks fantastic all around, and I can't wait to see more progression in the next coming week or so. But I wanted to thank you so much for watching, as well as thank John for getting us this awesome footage. Make sure to go follow him on Instagram down in the description below. But if you like what you see, make sure to subscribe. We're going to have tons more West Coast Racers construction updates in the coming weeks and months. And I can't wait to eventually see some of you guys inside the underground and ride West Coast Racers with you all. But again, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, we'll see you on the next ride.